女、そいつらを皆殺しにしろ。お前らの方だ。ラグナルク。まずいぞ。
Accidentally entering a female bathing area, a former prince of the empire sees the kingdom's new princess naked. Winning a duel with the princess, he would enroll in the academy for women only, where she is being trained to become a royal drag knight. Hello and welcome back to our channel iSky. Today we are going to do a recap of the anime series called The Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle. Episode 9, 9 years back. Lux is seen stopping Philippi, who with her family is leaving the Arcadia Empire. He says that he must save her, so she quickly moves towards him. After hugging him, she kisses him and expresses a good wish that they will surely meet again. And then the scene shifts to the present where Philippi is seen choking Lux badly. Meanwhile, Heiss arrives there, which surprises both of them. Next, Leash, while exploring the ruins along with fellows, claims that they have killed the entire Abyss. Krulsifer tells Leash that in her opinion this training is useless. On the other hand, Lux captures Heiss, and before he could kill him, he reveals that he had put a Ragnarok seed in Philippi's body, so she will automatically die if he dies. Due to the seed, Filthy is now a Ragnarok slave, and eventually, she will turn into an Abyss. After that, Lux has taken Philippi to her room and he is taking care of her. Upon exiting the room, Lux meets the headmistress, who tells him that to save Philippi, they must reach the underground floor of ruins. While getting ready for his drag ride, Lux hears the masked man, who tells her that if he wants to save Philippi, he must kill the Ragnarok. However, Lux hastily goes to Philippi and consoles her that she would not die. She says that now Lux has become strong and her sister also got relaxed, so there is no hurdle in her dying. Lux hugs her and says that he would not let her die. In the ruins, the girl found doesn't tell anything to the team. Then Krulsifer places her hand, which opens the door to the underground floor. Upon getting inside, they find the place quite strange, and suddenly Heiss with Philippi appears there and orders her to kill her team members. Philippi, obeying him, summons many drag knights and starts attacking them. The team somehow manages to destroy the enemies, but Heiss summons a new Ragnarok who gets stronger on every attack. Lux asks Leash to activate his limit breaker, while everyone encourages him that he can do anything. When the limit breaks, he gets enormous powers, and Ragnarok on touching him burns itself. Then he easily destroys the Ragnarok, saving everyone from the ruin. Later, Filthy is seen sitting with Lux as he gets badly injured during the battle. Episode 10, after some time, Lux revives his energy that was lost using the over limit. And now he is given a huge party by his fellows, where Leash, Krulsifer, Celestia, and all the girls are sitting around Lux. The headmistress tells them that they are being annoyed by their action, but now the matter has settled. And then she tells them that the people are busy preparing for the founding festival of the kingdom. Hearing this, Krulsifer asks Lux for a date, but all the girls start asking him the same, so the teacher asks him to choose the girls for the date. Later, Lux with Eri walks around the kingdom and finds many nobles preparing for the festival. Eri tells him that the strongest Drag Knight Empire's dagger has escaped from the prison, so Lux must be alert. In the next scene, Lux is seen ready for a date with Celestia, who is currently blushing. On his next date, Lux dances with Krulsifer. In the evening, Krulsifer recalls the event and laughs at his dance. Afterwards, Lux goes to Philippi and praises her dress. She thanks him for saving her life every time. She says that he always helped her and asked him to take some rest. Seeing them together, the headmistress feels happy. On the way back, Lux meets Leash, who asks him to be her attendant and tells him that he must answer her before the final event. Afterwards, Lux and Eri are seen in the Taurus. Meanwhile, a strange girl arrives there and says that she has found Prince Lux Arcadia. Eri thinks she is an Empire dagger, but she reveals that she came to obey Lux, leaving them shocked. She tells her name Yoruka and says that he can ask her for anything. At Eri's command, he asks her to wait for a while. Eri says that he must not tease his guard. However, he leaves them. Later in the bathtub, he thinks of Yoruka at the moment she arrives to help him in bathing, and all the girls seeing this remind him of a maze. After that, he sets out for a walk with Yoruka. Meanwhile, she tells him about herself. She tells him that her father had contracted the Empire to sea, but Lux tells her she doesn't need to continue serving. She says that she will serve till his last. Then she tells him that he has enough power to rebuild the new kingdom, so why not? He is doing that and begins to attack him. All the while, Celestia appears and saves him. Following that, Leash, Philippi, and Krulsifer also reach to save him. Yoruka releases an energy on Leash, and then she releases the same energy on Philippi, so that she begins to attack Krulsifer. However, Yoruka informs him that she would do anything to prove her loyalty, and she hopes to meet Lux again, and disappears. Episode 11. Lux walks into Leisha's room as she is practicing her speech for the festival, and the two of them talk about the offer Leisha made the previous day. Meanwhile, within another ruin that they trigger, Heiss, Sanya, and Yoruka are The nobles then invite Lux and Eri to a meeting to discuss a scheme by Regreed to bring down the new kingdom that will happen after the drag ride competition. With the promise of supervising the Rise Island incident, Lux is given instructions to serve as a dummy that would bring out more than 100 abyss tucked away in abandoned towns close to the kingdom. They also tell Lux to take the top spot in the competition that's coming up, and he ultimately agrees to succeed in both, despite Eri's objections. When Lux gets back to the academy, he asks Leash for assistance with his wyvern drag ride once more when he sees Yorika. She is found by him, and they have an issue to discuss about why she is still serving him despite the fall of the Empire. She reveals that it is because of a promise that she made to her brutally murdered younger brother, and she makes it obvious that she intends to execute the promise she made by destroying the new kingdom and getting back to the Empire. Yorika considers Lux to be her main competitor, and walks away after he continues to decline the offer to destroy the kingdom. Lux wins his match every step of the tournament, but Krulsifer observes that Lux is speeding through to triumph in contrast to his usual strategy. If Lux fails to show up for the entire team combat tournament, Lux would like Eri to deliver a message to everyone after the game. When Leash's match eventually starts, all go concerning plan until Yorika interferes with Leash's drag ride and causes it to make contact with the audience members. After having been locked up, Leash's drag ride is taken away. While all of this is going on, Lux comes across Sanya, who releases the abyss, which he then lures to the seasoned soldiers of the kingdom, who brutally kill them. Keeping her promise to Lux, Eri tells the girls about the plan, and the three of them decide to begin looking for Yorika and save Leash. While Lux is falling asleep, the insurgents, led by Regreed, launch a huge attack and a murderous act on the last few troops, forcing the main force to abandon their positions. The girls are kept updated on the insurgents' attack and how they are moving towards the center of town when they return to school. Regreed, who Lux engages, informs him that a massive stone monster that is directed by Heis is making its way towards the capital. As a result, despite knowing that he can only hold Bahamut for 12 minutes, Lux feels an obligation to make use of it. Episode 12, Lux keeps fighting, and Regreed discovers that Bahamut was a disguise. Regreed and his soldiers are easily defeated by Lux, who then makes his way towards the capital. Sanya visits Leash and mocks her before having one of her troops strip Leash down so she may view the Empire's brand beneath her stomach. However, Lux is there in time to stop them. He convinces a depressed and guilty Leash to support him in the struggle. Heis commands the new kingdom to submit or die, but Lux, Leash, Krulsifer, and Fi attack and temporarily overpower him. When Lux and Leash finish destroying the Drag Knight, he instructs the other two to take care of the remaining Abyss and Rebels. Then, in her own divine drag ride, Hayes meets them and uses a single attack to split the city in half. Sanya, who was threatening the nobles, is confronted by Celestia in the meantime. Leash fights Heis alone but is unfit while Lux searches for a way inside the behemoth. Yorika confronts Lux as he enters the building with her plan to re-establish the Empire under Eri because Lux has not yet agreed to entertain her offer. Lux challenges her once more about why she decided to revive the Empire, and she finally gives him the whole story. Following their father's illness-related death, Yorika was a princess and her twin brother the young king of their realm. Yorika was promised that her brother would be spared in exchange for her collaboration with the Empire. But while she was away, her brother was assassinated by the nobility of their country as a peace offering when they decided to place the responsibility on him when they submitted to the Empire. Although Yorika decides to honor her contract with the Empire after killing the nobility as retaliation, she feels that this is her destiny. Lux contrasts her with Leisha, who is making an effort despite being the unwanted princess of the kingdom. Lux eventually prevails by taking advantage of Yorika's momentary preoccupation as he briefly addresses her brother in a speech as they continue to fight. Lux explains that he tried to improve the nation but was unsuccessful. To convince Yorika that everything Lux had done was for the Empire, he first had to demolish the Empire and rebuild it from the ground up. This was necessary for him to achieve his goal. Sanya is defeated by seals, but the giant survives and prepares to attack the capital. And that's all for today, guys. If you like the recap and want more summaries like this, consider subscribing to our channel.